Art and artifacts of the American West relate an epic adventure as big as the West itself. Here at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum, it's in these great works and authentic representations of life in the untamed West that we gain insight into the Native Americans who lived and won with the land. We gain respect for the ranch hands who rode on long and dangerous cattle drives, and gain perspective into the driving optimism that brought Spaniards from Mexico, French explorers from Canada, and English settlers from America's original colonies. They all endured the hardships of uncharted travel for the promise of greener pastures and greater freedoms. Throughout the museum, you'll discover priceless works by renowned artists, all of which illustrate man's native curiosity to explore his surroundings. See pioneers' encounters with nature and the wild through hundreds of artworks and artifacts. Appreciate the Native Americans' presence and evolving tribal relationships with settlers, as well as romantic depictions of the adventure sprung from this new vision of life. Many of the paintings you'll view depict the Western expansion that stretched America's borders to the Pacific. One masterpiece was completed in 1867, Albert Bierstadt's Immigrants Crossing the Plains, which reflects the massive migration of settlers in search of new beginnings. The museum's permanent collection displays many prized works by Charles Marion Russell, as well as a priceless collection of Frederic Remington sculptures, including the one-of-a-kind buffalo signal. Another monumental sculpture is Glenna Goodacre's 7-foot bronze of Ronald Reagan. This larger-than-life statue depicts the former president in riding clothes, a fitting tribute to his love for ranching, the West, and the Western lifestyle. Within the permanent fine arts gallery, you'll see paintings and sculptures by Charles Scrivener, who at the dawn of the 20th century was considered one of the greatest living interpreters of the Old West. If you're drawn to color, you'll soon find yourself in front of one of the many works from our collection of the Taos Society of Artists. Northern New Mexico and its rugged beauty attracted these established studio artists, who included Blumenschein, Sharp, Burning House, and Ufer. Their vivid brushstrokes of vibrant blues, yellows, and reds brought a new awareness to New Mexico's native cultures and the striking landscape, along with a new look to the art of the West. Their unmistakable work served as inspiration to artists who followed. Many of those who followed make up perhaps the most important element of the museum's art collection, its contemporary Western art. An elite list of artists participate annually in the Prix du West Invitational Exhibition and Sale. By selecting one permanent piece each year, the museum has built a prestigious collection unlike any other in the world. Portraits of inductees into the Hall of Great Western Performers are a favorite with visitors from home and abroad. See how Hollywood defined the romantic cowboy persona, from the hero who always won the girl to the white-hatted lawman who invariably saved the day. That American icon, the movie Cowboy, is also an integral fixture in the Western Performers Gallery. This interactive exhibit honors legendary Western movie stars and documents the development of a classic American genre. Accredited by the American Association of Museums, the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum hosts traveling exhibitions of national and international stature. Although many works are on permanent display, other items from the museum's wealth of art and artifacts are drawn upon for in-house exhibits and loaned to other facilities. Beyond art that captures the Old West, this museum now presents important facets of the West in state-of-the-art interactive galleries. Dramatic sound and lighting features enhance the lifelike dioramas of familiar Western scenes. Narrative adds details that give the experience even more impact. The American Cowboy Gallery is the first area to make you feel like you stepped out of a museum and onto a